Hi everybody, Jillian here. Let's make a tag. I'm showing you here a couple of different ways that I used the Hive stencil with a Distress Oxide ink in Spun Sugar, using both the negative and the positive space of the stencil to create the pattern on the tag. I've got my little kit of supplies that I shared in my last video and I'm ready to go. I'm going to grab the gloss spray from Dina Wakley in the color Olive and spray this directly onto the stencil with a rag underneath to catch any of that overspray that will stain your work surface, by the way. I really like the negative space, that impression, so I'm going to take one of the tags and then face down, kind of kiss that to the paint that's sitting on top of the stencil. I love the look that you get, and I absolutely love this color with the Weeds and Wildflowers devotional kit from Illustrated Faith. I'm going to try it a couple of times, getting a second impression, if you will, a little lighter here. Off to the side, I have a tag that I had already made that I really like, and I'm going to use this as the base for my project today. Now before I quickly clean off my stencil, and here we go. So I already have the bits and pieces that I selected from the kit that I had assembled, or it's not really a kit, it's just supplies, that I had previously assembled, and I'm going to run the back of my tag through my typewriter because for me the journaling, the words are the most important part of this project. If you want more information about my goal for this tag book and what I plan to include, make sure you go back and check out that previous supply gathering video. I had a little space on the bottom here, so I'm going to put some of the Black Ray washi tape just to fill that space up and then trim off any tape that's hanging over the edge. May 2nd was a Sunday, and so I just journaled a little bit that stood out to me from the new members class that my husband and I are taking at a new church that we're attending. And I had been reading through the In Christ cards from Brave Little Taylor, and that reading from her devotional card set with that message, or that little blurb even, it kind of was like an aside in that class, really stuck with me. He was describing the difference between a covenant and a contract. He used an illustration of two hands with interlocking fingers, like two different hands belonging to two different people or two different parties, being interlocked and really inseparable, and how as a child of God, a true child of God, when we try and stray, when we try and go away, He's holding on to us, and I've experienced that in my life, and I'm so grateful for His grip on me. I ran those pieces through my typewriter just to make sure they were stuck down to my tag. It went through the journaling on the backside a little bit, but I can still read it. And now that I have all of the big pieces down, I'm going to trim off some of those excess strings and splatter a little more of this Olive Media Gloss spray from Dina Wakley across the top. I want to be sure to mask the photo, that little prayer print from Elaine that's in the Print and Pray shop, so that I don't cover it with any of this paint. I'm going to hit that with my heat tool, though I don't love to do that. It kind of makes the other pieces on the tag warp. And then I'm going to add it into my book here. I have this floral tag from Brianna Showalter sewn to another piece of patterned paper. I'm not quite sure how I want to use that, but I know that I want to. So I slipped that onto the ring, and for day 2, there we go. May 2nd, 2021, there's my little tag. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll see you soon.